live. Yeah, yeah, we going live. Hey, hey, we going live. Yeah, yeah, we going live. Yeah, yeah, we going. Yeah, yeah, we going. Yeah, 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 we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line. Hey.
Hello, beautiful people.
Hello, hello, hello.
I am Jarrett, the football genius Burgess.
I am Stephanie Fitzpatrick, aka the Advantage Coach.
And this is episode 181 of the Field to the Real podcast.
We moseying along.
Numbers are climbing, but we've had a couple of weeks in there where, we haven't had an episode.
Yeah.
And stuff just be going on, y'all.
Listen, we good to get it done. Like, y'all know we love this, and we do, but we're good to get it done. Yeah. Y'all just don't understand. Life is real. We be adulting. That's the thing about it. Yeah. The part that gets me is we gotta adult this thing. So yeah.
It's funny. Last weekend, we flew into Atlanta at 5 o'clock in the morning. Got to Atlanta at 5 o'clock. Had to hurry up and shower and get ready for a wedding. Take the kids over to their respective places where they were going to be while we were at the wedding. Got to the wedding, and it was our anniversary.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
I am horrible with stuff. Okay, that's in my phone. No, I'm horrible. No, that's horrible. Because that's right. Y'all a week apart. Because Cassie's is today.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
23rd.
They were married a year. Yep.
Yes, that's right.
Mm-hmm. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
I had to register for a second because I had to realize you were talking about Pooh.
Yeah, Pooh.
I forgot you stopped calling her that.
She's a grown woman with a kid. Right. I don't think I need but I still call my cousin Pooh because she'll be Pooh forever. But yeah.
Shout out to Pooh. Happy anniversary, guys.
Yes, happy anniversary, Cassie and Coach Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I haven't seen them forever.
They had that little boy. They had a little boy.
The boy, I know. I saw.
Mm-hmm. Love it. But anyway, sorry, y'all. We over here have we not on the air. Anyway, let's go.
I just jump on into this Who's Really Right. And it's only fitting that I want to say probably the biggest surprise of the year.
Absolutely.
The New York Jets. And I'm always tempted to call them the New Jersey Jets for whatever reason. I feel like that flows a little.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
The New York Jets,
yes.
They are 4-2 right now. Big surprise because, I know I just assumed the Jets was going Jet 6 right now.
Absolutely.
And so
this was definitely the sneak attack. Nobody expected it. And then it's not just that you won 4 games. You beat big time teams.
Good teams, yeah.
To get here. So
yes.
Yeah.
Now, the question is, are they?
Yeah. Okay, you want my real answer?
Mm-hmm.
I think that they are, how do I say this? Riding a wave right now of a lot of different things. Quarterback, coach, but I feel like it's going to, I don't want to say flatline, I feel like it's going to level out.
Okay.
At some point here. And if I'm not mistaken, they have, I think it's going to level out. First of all, here's the real thing. Here's the real test. This is what's going to be the real test for them, is we're getting close to kind of mid-season.
Mm-hmm.
Lot more people starting to have little things going on with their bodies, and injuries are starting to. Are you deep enough?
Yeah.
You might have the pieces right in front of you right now, but there is no way that, well, it's a way, it happens, but rarely, that a team doesn't have injury that tests their depth at some point. And I am just not sure that y'all depth is there.
Okay. Now, because this is Who's Really Right, you know the other side of this thing.
Yes.
With the small, and it's been a small sample size. You know, I understand it's only been 6 games, so we're about a third through the season. The Jets are for real. And I think that if Zach Wilson has started the last 3 games and he's won all 3. He beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. He beat the Miami Dolphins. Now, they didn't have Tua, but still, they beat him 40-17. And he beat the Green Bay Packers 27-10.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's beat, I think they've beat some legit teams. They also beat the Cleveland Browns, who, even though they had Jacoby Brissett, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, don't do
that.
Team. Don't do that.
What?
Even though they had Jacoby Brissett, don't do that.
Well, I was only saying to say it's not
not Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, it's not Deshaun Watson. You know what I'm saying? They're playing with a backup quarterback essentially. So both of them were, because that was a game that Flacco was the starter. So they're playing Denver right now. They'll have New England after that, and then after that they'll have Buffalo. And they're probably now I can easily see them at the end at least being 6-3.
Because they're not beating Buffalo, right?
They're not going to beat Buffalo, but they can beat Denver and they can beat New England.
New England looking pretty good right now. They are. And that pains me to say that out of my mouth. It pains me to say it out of my mouth, but they're looking pretty good. Mac Jones don't look so bad right now. Now the Denver part, I can't. I love Russ. I love you, but I don't. Well, he hurt, but I don't know what's happening there. Of course, we just talked about this. I don't know if Mercury's in retrograde, but when Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, and Russell Wilson look bad, I don't know what's happening.
We're not watching the game right now, but like all in the same week, because the Packers lost to the Commanders. I'm not going to be one of the people who's going to shout for joy and be hyped just because my former team has won the game. The Buccaneers lost to the Carolina Panthers.
Yep.
And so if all of these guys play bad on the same week, you might be right about that. Mercury.
Well, Russ ain't playing because he hurt.
Right.
So
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, Russ ain't playing because he hurt. But
that's right.
Either way, it's still like, what is happening?
Yeah.
It just looks bad. It just looks bad. I don't know. But anyway, I don't know. Having Flacco helps, but I feel like, and that's not what I meant. I didn't mean from the quarterback. I mean depth at like D-line. That's where the injuries start happening, is your linemen start getting hurt because their body's being contorted in all these ways, and it's finally catching up to them. Or your wide receivers and tight end, like those positions. Do you have the depth to handle it?
Well, so let's look at the second half of their schedule, right? Okay. And so even with a lack of depth, let's say even if, like they said, they go 1-2 over the next 2 games, they end up being 5-4.
Mm-hmm.
They have New England again right after their bye week.
Okay.
Then they got Chicago at home.
That's a win.
At Minnesota.
That they're gonna lose.
To Minnesota?
Yes.
I disagree.
Okay.
I'm not betting on First Cousins in the second half of the season.
Isn't Kirk hurt? Okay, never mind.
Is he?
I thought he was hurt, but either way, they've been playing really well now. They leading their division.
Well, that's because everybody under 500.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I don't know. They
okay. The games I've watched them play, I've been pretty impressed with.
I think they've just been beating up on the Detroit Lions, and so
okay. So keep going.
I think
we'll
that
agree.
Minnesota's
We'll
a win for
disagree
them.
on that one. Okay.
They're gonna play at Buffalo, and I say at Buffalo is probably a loss.
Oh, probably. Oh, I'm sorry.
They play at home versus Denver. I mean, not Denver, Detroit. That's a win.
That's a win.
At home versus Jacksonville. That's a win.
I don't know. That's a toss-up. Just depends on which Jacksonville team shows up.
Let me see. Because Jacksonville looks like they lost to the Commanders. No, thank you. No, thank you. And
I can't with you.
And they've only won 1 or 2 games.
Okay.
You never know though. You never know. Any Sunday.
I just feel like that's anyway. But go ahead. Who else?
And so the last 2 games they're on the road at Seattle and at Miami.
Toss ups.
I think they could win at least one of those 2. So we're looking at a team that may very well be at the end of this year either 11-6 or 10-7.
I don't see it.
Which would make them a wild card team.
Yeah. I don't see it, but okay.
Yeah.
I don't see it. I feel like the thrill is gone. I feel like at some point the thrill, it's almost like, okay, so looking at Carolina today, everything's new, right? You got a new coach. You pretty much got a new quarterback. What else? They got a new wide receiver. Well, not new, but they bumped up a wide receiver. You got a new running back because you got rid of McCaffrey. And today they look like a totally different team. It's some adrenaline rush that comes with that newness, right? And so I feel like that's what the Jets are riding on, and you can't. That's not where you're gonna be able to stay.
That's true. Well, the first part is true. Yeah, I feel like it's like that. Carolina, they're on this new little high.
It was adrenaline. Yeah, it was adrenaline today.
Yeah.
Although PJ Walker, kudos to that young man. He had a heck of a game today.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't think they continue. The Jets, though, I think the Jets are for real.
Okay. We'll see.
We got a small sample size, but I think, like, let's say they keep the same record throughout the next. So 4-2, 4-2, and then the other one will be, I guess, 3-2.
So that's 11.
That's 11-5.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna see. Y'all let us know who you think is really right. Are these Jets for real?
Yeah.
Or are we gonna see some smoke coming from these engines?
The Jets are gonna be grounded.
Yes.
Stephanie says no, they're not for real. I think they are. Let us know who's really right.
Put the cameras on me. 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 Put the cameras